right, hello everyone. Welcome to the RobBrod Report, version 1, show number 8. This is the first wrestling show related report in almost exactly 3 months. So it's been well overdue. The last couple of reports have been mostly me rambling on about different things that happened to me in my situation, but we actually have some shows this weekend. Only one in Georgia. I got one in Alabama and one in Tennessee. Contact those promotions for tickets. They're on Facebook, and be safe. Think things through. Follow their social guidelines as they have set up, and use the gray matter. Last couple weeks that's been sorely lacking. Alright, the first show I have coming up is this Friday on the 19th in Piedmont, Alabama, Pro South Wrestling. They've got a stacked card, man. This is something else. Ace Haven versus Brandon Watley versus Alex Kane. Looks like it's a triple threat match. Battle of big men, and I'm talking very big men. Jeter versus Austin Towers. YouTube Championship on the line. Caden Uten versus Robbie Vio. I believe Robbie is still the champion. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I think Robbie is still the champion on that. Tag Team Championship match. The Brothers Crow, Alliston and Dorian Crow, versus a team up of Joe Black and William Huckabee. On paper, this seems like almost an easy win for Joe and William. But you gotta remember, 6 months ago, they had that street fight out at Canton, Georgia with that Action Wrestling. So can they get along long enough for them to defeat the champions here? That is always a question when former friends turn rivals team back up again. That's something to look out for. That's why I'm still sheltering in place. I've got issues I have to deal with, so I won't be able to attend these shows, but I'm definitely watching the YouTube live stream on this. And if contact the Pro South office for tickets. There are limited numbers still available as of Monday at early afternoon. Again, follow their guidelines for social distancing, and everyone can have a fun time. All Out Championship. Shane Mako versus Damian Saratone. I believe Damian is the champion, and I'm not too sure I know too much about Shane Mako. That's a name not familiar with me, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he brings to the table. Let's see, what else? Okay, and then this would be a nice barn burner anywhere. For the Pro South Championship, Clyde Braddock will go against the champion Eric the Go Silva. That should be a damn good match, and I'm going to look forward to that one. So that's in Piedmont, Alabama this Friday. Check out their Facebook page for more details for their social distancing guidelines and precautions. And if you can't make it Piedmont, their YouTube channel, Pro South Wrestling, search it, you'll find it very easy. And they have a pretty darn good live stream. And if you're interested in if you're not like me and don't watch it on the big screen, you can sit on the computer and comment back and forth and make snide remarks as you see fit. Hush up, dog. All right. On Saturday, I've got 2 shows, one in Georgia, one in Tennessee. One in Tennessee, I'm going to start with that one first, save the Georgia one until later. This is, get to the right page here. The Great Southwest Wrestling Federation in McDonald, I said that right, McDonald, Tennessee, which is just northwest of Chattanooga off of I-75. The main thing here is that I saw was Ashton Starr versus Dylan McQueen. Also some notables that you would recognize as far as Georgia wrestling goes would be Chris Crunk and Rob Killjoy. They have a Facebook page, but no event page set up, so I did not see any notes on social distancing for that company. I am going to assume there's going to be something involved. I would contact Great South Wrestling Federation for details and ticket availability, but that's in McDonald, Tennessee. Like the fries, but the town. All right, in Georgia, Chatsworth, Georgia. English is my first language. Actually, that's a lie. Baby was my first language. English is my second language. We have Renegade Championship Wrestling in Chatsworth, Georgia. And they've titled this Steel Standing. S-T-E-L, like a steel cage, because it looks like every match is going to be inside of a steel cage. There's going to be some blood involved somewhere along the line with that, I am going to be sure. I've got 4 matches. There might be a couple more, but I did not see them online. First one pops up is Landon Priest with his new manager, Logan Chase, versus Dion Mercer. Dion beat Landon for Landon's first loss in over a year. And Landon is trying to get revenge on that, and he has gotten under the wing of one Logan Chase, a perennial threat to, for that I wouldn't say threat, but a perennial upcomer for Manager of the Year for the last couple years here in Georgia. So you've got the mind of Logan Chase backing up Landon Priest. That should be fairly interesting. For the Tag Team Championship, the champions, the Illuminati. That's Brandon Collins and the returning from Japan Cyrus the Destroyer versus Beauty and the Beast. That's Nate Wild and Ethan Cage. That's the Cyrus and Ethan match up very low. They're both big, heavy hitters. I really haven't seen Brandon Collins. I've heard some things on Facebook, but I haven't really followed that. And Nate Wild is a high flyer. He'll go zooming everywhere. So that should be, depending on how the tags worked out, that should be fairly interesting contrasts in styles. For the Renegade No Limits Championship, we have Dorian Crow challenging the champion Jason Collins. Crow is undefeated in Renegade Championship, and this is his first chance at a singles title in that company. So that looks to be fairly interesting. Collins is part of the Illuminati group that's been running roughshod over at Renegade. And then looks like the main event is going to be for the Heavyweight Championship. The world's greatest athlete, quote unquote, that's on the poster, so don't yell at me about that. Johnny Viper, the champion, is defending against one C.J. Holloway. And again, that's a steel cage match, and there's I got 2-1. There's going to be some blood in that match. And if you go to their Facebook page, Renegade Championship Wrestling, they list out the strict guidelines, and they are enforcing them. So go to their Facebook page. If you can follow those guidelines, I encourage you to show up and enjoy the action. If you feel like you cannot follow those guidelines, well, think it through, folks. Think it through. I got a shelter in place because I still have some issues. You might not, but still think it through. So I encourage everyone to be safe. If you do go to shows, have fun, relax, breathe through your mask as much as possible. Trust me, I know how that goes. I have to wear one at work. And have fun. All right, this has been the RobBrod Report, version 1, show number 8. Hopefully we'll get back to these on a fairly regular schedule here. So you'll see more of my ugly face here in a few weeks or so. Anyway, thank you for listening. We're just about 10 minutes. I'm going to sign off for now. We'll see you at the shows.